This is for you if you are an overachiever or a recovering girl boss when dating. There's this one thing that all my recovering girl bosses have in common that's preventing them from calling in an amazing man. A man they respect, admire, and is masculine, who pursues you with intention, who commits to you, and who chooses you every single time. And that is masculine energy. As someone who has come as a first-generation American from an immigrant background, I know the importance all too well of fighting for survival. I saw masculine energy in my parents growing up, trying to give me and my brother the absolute best life they possibly could. I saw it in their very selfless and self-sacrificial nature of wanting to hold even multiple jobs so that I could pursue my passion of becoming a surgical PA. And I remember the day my father looked me in the eyes and he said, "I will hold 2 jobs if I need to, but you will not work while you're studying. Your job is to study because education is the key to success. And I don't want you having any distractions. I will work harder so you do not have to. You just have to make sure that you get the best grades possible." And it worked. I got a full ride scholarship and I have never paid a dime for my education because I just scored really, really high. I saw my parents sacrifice and I took on my own sacrifice of adopting one of my husbands, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's mentality of blood, sweat, and tears to get the job done. I would be the first to show up. I would be the last to leave. And there was going to be nobody who was going to outwork me. Because I admired, I respected, and I took very seriously my parents' sacrifice towards my ability to be successful. So I didn't mess around, I didn't screw around, I got straight to work. While other people were out enjoying their adolescence, I was barricaded in the house with books above my head. Now, where is all of this relevant? If any of this is something that you can relate to, of either your childhood, your environment, or the men around you pushing you into more masculine energy, whether it was for your own well-being or not, you've probably grown up with this hyper-independence within you, and as a byproduct of it, are probably attracting a lot of more feminine men. Men who are laid back. Men who maybe you respect, maybe not. Men who you may not be attracted to so much. Maybe the good guys are kind of turning you off. Men who are just not the masculine men. They're not chasing you, they're not pursuing you, they're not committing to you. And the ones that are just not really the ones that like you're real excited about. And growing up, this confused me because I wrote off a lot of men. And I'll tell you why. I was more masculine than they were. I had more ambition and dreams and drive than they did. And let me know if you relate to this, but my men looked up to me. But I want to be in a dynamic where I get to look up to my man, where I get to be like a little bit of like the female in dating, where I get to be baby a little bit. But because I never saw men out there achieving, having goals, having dreams, having ambition at my type of level, it just left me vastly turned off and unimpressed. None of these men could allow me to kind of drop my guard and showcase my heart and my vulnerability and let them in. And it's because my whole life was based upon my self-worth being attached to my achievements. And so in a weird type of way, even if I found a guy that I liked and liked me back and like, you know, we were dating, eventually the polarity in the relationship died. And it's because I was coming from a subconscious underlying place of feeling not good enough, like I needed even more. Whether that's more accomplishments, whether that's I needed to give more to prove that I was wifey material, whatever it may be. And then I saw other women, which, with all due respect, kind of pissed me off. I'm just being honest and honoring where I was, where baby Persis was back then. I saw these women dating and pulling these boss men, these super successful or hyper masculine men that I really wanted. And they had 10 times less qualifications. A lot of times they were just sitting there and existing, and this man was fawning all over them. And I was confused, pissed, and bitter. I thought a boss man wants a boss woman. This just makes sense to me. Let me know what your thoughts are. But the truth is, a boss man wants a woman who can complement him, meaning like be his complement. A masculine wants a feminine, not another masculine on top of the masculine. Masculine men want feminine women, not a woman that they can compete with. Masculine men don't want to compete with you. They want to take care of you. If he's a masculine man, he's going to desire a feminine presence. Men are just hardwired this way. The same way us women are attracted to men with healthy masculinity. If you've ever seen the relationships that I did growing up where the woman was just existing and the man was literally head over heels in love with her, like smitten, it just seemed like they were existing and getting it all. And like respectfully, I didn't see that they were doing much. It made me question a lot of things. And so it wasn't until the past 6 months I have really leaned back and recalibrated my mind, my subconscious, my nervous system, my body, my emotions to exist and live in a more feminine energy. And here are the 6 practices that helped me attract men that put me or keep me or allow me to be in my feminine. Men who pursue, men who are intentional, men who basically worship you just by existing and being. The first one is healing. The second one is slowing down and prioritizing myself. The third one is living from my body and not my head. And if you notice, even within this video, if you go back and rewind and re-listen, there were times I was in my masculine and times I softened into my feminine. Number 4 is investing in programs or mentorships that was going to allow me to further the area of my life that I wanted to improve most. Because if I don't know how to do it, someone else probably has an expertise and can help me. Once again, I don't need to be the girl boss and figure it all out. 5 is creating more conscious playtime and honoring the things that I have truly been craving to do. But I just haven't been prioritizing it because of maybe work, responsibilities, job, whatever it may be. And the last one is making decisions based on how does this add value to my life rather than my emotions. So I'm not looking at things in an idealistic way or romanticizing it. I'm taking the emotions out and I'm actually just asking myself, like looking at these things, not based on potential, but on does this add value to my life right now, yes or no? And cutting out what's not adding value. What I want all my hyper-independent girlies to know is that it's okay to have a man take care of you, and that it's actually your innate birthright for that to happen. Come over on this side and learn how to get it all utilizing your feminine energy and subconscious reprogramming. Because when you live from your feminine, you get everything without even having to lift a finger. And that's the type of ease I want my girlies to step into. Because love is meant to be easy. And you're meant to get what you want in relationships. I'll be having a freebie coming out really soon to help give you some basic tips to get started. So comment below if you'd like it once it's up, and or comment masterclass to get instant access to my masterclass where I go into this at depth. Love you.